Have you ever noticed how Rolexes usually come with those hefty price tags and wait lists that feel like forever? Well, prepare yourselves because something shady is happening in the luxury market. Rolexes, those shiny badges of opulence, are suddenly popping up all over the resale scene. What's the scoop? Are these iconic watches becoming more of a common sight, or is there some big shift brewing that we need to keep our eyes on? Here at Opulent Oasis, we're talking about what this means for the whole Rolex economy and what it could spell for everyone, from the die-hard collectors to those who've only ever dreamed of rocking one. If you're into the twists and turns of luxury watch lore and love a good mystery, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this conversation as timeless as a Rolex. Apparently, the chatter from watches and wonders hasn't cooled off just yet. Everyone's itching to see where the price tags will land this time around. Not too long ago, snagging a high-end watch for between $10,000 and $15,000 felt like a steal. Now, those prices are stretching up to a cool $60,000. So what's the deal with the models that have stopped rolling off the line? We're here to sift through the buzz and spill the beans on how these retired beauties are doing in the market. Because in the world of luxury watches, yesterday's news often turns into today's hidden gem. Number 1. Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41 Celebration. Let's dive into the world of the Oyster Perpetual 41 Celebration. Just when the rumor mill started spinning tales of its discontinuation, this watch was already ticking along nicely in sales. Spoiler alert, those rumors were all smoke and no fire. Now this watch has leveled up to collector status, although it's spending more time on display than on the wrist, kind of like that gym membership you got last New Year's. Despite a recent price drop, folks are still hanging on to hopes of yesterday's price tags. Looks like a market correction might be just around the bend for this timepiece. Hold on a sec. Why not join the Opulent Oasis family? Subscribe for the latest and greatest content. Now back to the good stuff. Number 2. Rolex Oyster Perpetual 40. Let's dive into the world of the rose gold Oyster Perpetual 40, a watch that's been causing whispers and winks as watches and wonders drew near. Rumor had it that this might be its final curtain call, which nudged the prices just a touch. Now this sleek piece is lounging in the $36,000 to $37,000 range. If you've been eyeing this model, it's time to turn up your vigilance. Finding one at an authorized dealer might feel like you're hunting for a mythical creature, but the grey market could surprise you with a price that makes retail look like the high roller's table. Thinking about making this watch yours? It's more than just handing over cash for a piece of time. It's about the swagger that comes with wearing it, the cool gold against your skin, and that little nod of respect from those in the know. It's about stories waiting to be told and envious glances at dinner parties, so keep your eyes sharp and your wit sharper. Who knows? That rose gold dream watch might just be waiting to add a sparkle to your adventures. Number 3. Rolex GMT Master. Let's take a closer look at the GMT Master 2 Sprite with its snazzy green and black bezel that's turning heads. This watch has transitioned from everyday wrist candy to a collector's trophy piece. After its discontinuation, rumors hit the airwaves. Watches and wonders threw us a curveball this year. Suddenly the market was awash with this model, specially made for left-handers who rock their watches on the right. Despite the buzz, it seems like the Sprite is sticking around until at least 2025, turning it from a rare jewel into more of a regular on the scene. If you're tempted to snag one, you might want to chill for a bit. Prices were hovering around $16,000 pre-event, but they're tipped to drop by about 10%. Landing them in the $14,500 to $15,000 range. Even the Jubilee version's price is getting a haircut, from $18,000 down to around $16,000. Patience could be your best bet if you're eyeing this as a long-term investment. Switching gears to the GMT Master 2 Pepsi, this watch tells a story all its own. Unlike its cousin the Sprite, the Pepsi is all about being seen on your wrist, not just sitting pretty in a display case. Despite the buzz at watches and wonders, finding a Pepsi in the pre-owned market is still like finding a needle in a haystack. No sudden flood of availability here. This contrast between the two models offers a sneak peek into the intrigue swirling around the GMT Master series. While the Sprite might be slipping into the realm of collectibles, the Pepsi continues to charm those who appreciate its classic vibe and wrist-ready appeal. With Rolex market prices stretching their legs from $10,000 to a whopping $60,000 this April, it's clear we're riding an upward trend that's as exciting for newcomers as it is for die-hard collectors. So if you're into the Rolex game, it's a thrilling time to watch, wait, or dive right in. Number 4. Rolex Date Just. Alright, let's dive into the cream of the crop from April's watch sales, though we can't cover every tick and tock here. Starting with the Date Just 41mm, a crowd favorite. This time we've got an aero blue variant up for grabs. It sports Roman numerals, a fluted bezel and a Jubilee bracelet, and sits pretty at $9,200 directly from Rolex. On the pre-owned market, it was fetching a neat $11,000 to $12,000 because good taste never goes out of style. And if blue's not your hue, there's also a mint green version with a smooth bezel and Jubilee bracelet going for just under $10,000, with retail at about $7,200. Not too shabby for a splash of color on your wrist. Number 5. Rolex Date. Now, shifting to the always sought-after Date series. The stainless steel models, especially in sleek black and crisp white, are flying off the shelves. Get this, a brand new 2024 model, tagged at a heart-stopping $135,000 retail, actually went for $29,000. Talk about a steal. The black dial version saw a slight dip, now priced between $25,000 and $26,000, down from $28,000. It's keeping its cool at $29,000 though. The gap between black and white ceramic versions is widening. Seems like the Panda setup is playing hard to get. And who can ignore the Oyster Flex bracelets making a grand re-entry? The Pikachu, Ghost, and especially the Paul Newman versions are creating quite the buzz. The old reference Paul Newman, with its eye-catching red chronograph hand, is practically flying off the shelves. While the new reference might not be stirring up as much fuss, the return of the Oyster Flex bracelets has everyone talking. Old favorites like the Pikachu and Sundust are also seeing a resurgence, and thanks to some market corrections, they're now priced just right. If you've been chasing the Oyster Flex Daytona, now's a great time to jump in, especially if your authorized dealer keeps playing hard to get. Number 6. Rolex Daytona. Leading the pack in the Daytona range for April is the John Mayer edition, a dazzling yellow-gold watch with a full bracelet and a green dial. This discontinued darling recently fetched just under $76,838.94. The market's bustling, with buyers leaning towards larger statement pieces, but still choosing wisely. It's refreshing to see watch enthusiasts digging deeper into their research, not just settling for the usual suspects, but also eyeing the high-end models. In our latest market scoop, we noticed a bit of a lull in sales for the root beer, but the 18-carat rose gold GMT Master Ruby is picking up pace, just as we predicted last month. It's hovering close to its $14,300 retail price, with secondary market sales ranging from $15,000 to $16,000. For those battling to snag one from an authorized dealer, a jaunt over to the grey market could secure you immediate gratification, albeit at a 5% to 15% premium over retail. What do you think of these Rolex rollercoaster trends? If you enjoyed the rundown, drop us a comment, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to follow our channel for more timepiece tales. Thanks for tuning into Opulent Oasis, and we can't wait to bring you along for more watch-watching escapades.